Let's go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Marley Vetter. I'm a senior at Summers County High School.
And she'll talk here in a few minutes. Would you please go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Emily Smith, and I'm a junior at Summers County High School.
You know your name?
I'm Jacob Smith. I'm a freshman at Summers County High School.
And I bet most of you, raise your hand if you had a teacher in your 6th grade through 12th grade that was not highly qualified to teach the class and was a sub. It's a lot of you, isn't it? Southern West Virginia was hit the hardest. 15 positions open, and that's why we're here. We can either cry about things and whine, or we can go headhunt. I'm here to headhunt you guys. I'm literally here to headhunt you. If you look, and that's not a bad term. If you don't know what that means, I'm not talking about where you go kill people. I'm talking about you headhunt people that you want to get in your school system. I am going to sit here and I will be that kind of guy that says, I want you. After we're done speaking today, I think we're having lunch, right? Typical pizza, college. Okay. So if you want to come up to us on the side and say, I'm really interested in coming to Summers County, we do have positions that are open. That's the reason why we're here. I want my kids here to tell you the truth. I can tell you all day long, but you have to have student voice. Needs certified people. Our students will talk to you today about their experience, the good things about Summers County, and also some things that they think we need to work on as leaders in our society. So, kids to come up here, and you're going to hear them talk about Summers County schools and all the things that they can provide. I know 2 of them last year did a lot of online schooling, right?
Yeah.
So this year's a little different. We're going to school 5 days a week. So I'll let you guys fight over who wants to talk first, but should we just go with the oldest down to the youngest? Would that make you feel better? Okay. So go ahead, Marley. It's your floor.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind when thinking about all this is how many classes I've had for a long period of time with long-term subs, especially science classes. Like I think my freshman year was Earth and Space Science, and I don't remember what teacher was supposed to be there or who left, but we were stuck with a long-term sub, and I can't tell you one thing that I learned in that class. I think halfway through we picked up another long-term sub, like it changed up, and she ended up leaving at the end of the year, but we had a long-term sub for that class, so didn't learn anything there. And then my biology class, we had, my biology teacher got pregnant, so she had to miss almost the entire year there, so I had another long-term sub. I learned more there, but I can't really, as much as I should have learned, probably not. And that was the worst of it for me, and I think especially it being in high school, it has affected what I've learned as far as my sciences go. And depending on the career, I guess it does vary how important what I missed would have been for my future. But I can say that I feel like I'm definitely lacking in that category. Like the video said, the staff really does care. And it is hard, like they can try, the staff can try as hard as they can, but it is hard to fill those gaps whenever you really just don't have anyone to fill in for teachers like that can't be there.
Like I said, I'm Emily Smith from Summers County High School, and I'm a junior. And my 8th grade year, I had a science teacher for half my year. Beginning of the year, we had no science teacher. It was a long-term sub, and we didn't learn much of nothing in there. Then, my freshman and sophomore year, I did not have a science teacher at all through both those years. Like Molly said, I didn't learn anything in either one of them classes. And in my sophomore year, I also had a long-term sub for my history as well. And but I'm in chemistry right now, and I can see that as I'm in chemistry right now, I can see that there's like blank spots where I didn't learn anything when I was supposed to. So as we go on and we get certified teachers, we are trying to learn things, but we missed it because we didn't have a certified teacher back then. So we're kind of just trying to fill in the spots that we never got taught anything. In Summers County, there's a lot of diverse kids. You have kids that live in the city, which isn't very big. And you have kids that live in the country life. Then you also have kids that are just in a downward slope. Their family life isn't very good, their home life isn't very good, and I think that as a teacher, you could really impact their lives there.
But one thing I'd like to say is Summers County kids, they're one of the nicest, most respectable people you can meet. Where everyone's grown up to respect other people. That's something that's generation passed on from generations and such like that.
There's 2 kids in your classroom. I'm just like, I would love to be in a classroom with these kids. Keep going. I have a question.
Okay.
So how is conflict dealt with in your classes?
For me, this year, my classes are pretty small, especially all my classes except one probably have about like under 13 kids. And part of that's just because being my senior year, I don't know why my class is pretty small too, but there's not a lot of people in my classes, so there isn't much bad conflict. But I know just from being in the school, there's been a couple fights, and it seems like they're broken up, and then just generally punishment like takes place.
Do you like your administration, like your principals and your office staff, like even when you were in elementary? I mean, you know, if you can remember. I mean, did you always like the office people?
Yes, they're very helpful.
Elementary level, they do leader and me. Do you do that at the high school level? And like, what does that look like? What do you all do with that?
Not at the high school level.
Here at the secondary, I don't think we have it there.
So it's just the elementary?
Right now it is, but the thing is we are looking at things to expand as a K-12. We're trying to reverse engineer everything and look at it 12K because you got to look at the end in mind.
Yes. I was just wondering a little bit more about it, like how the kids take initiative and.
Miss Jones is the expert on that.
2 of the 3 of our elementary schools has the Leader in Me program, and it focuses on the students being the leaders of the school. Like if you all came to see one of our elementaries, we would have, instead of teachers or the principals show you all around, we would have our student leaders meet you and greet you at the door and show you around. So it's building the leadership capacity from the elementary age on up. So it teaches them how to be a leader and to be responsible for their actions. So it's been a very beneficial program for our county, and our principals at those two schools want to continue that. So it's been great for our county.
In your packet, you should have an application. This isn't homework assignment for you to do anything with. If you throw this away, then throw it away. But if you're interested in working with us, we have an application. I'm going to have Ms. Crook walk you through finances, because this is the part where you say, how much am I get paid? And I did it for you. I broke the ice, okay? It's not inappropriate to ask, because you have to know your finances, because you probably have a student loan that will need to be paid 6 months after you graduate. Have you heard that already? If you haven't, then you're doing well with your finances already, but I had to pay back mine.
So good morning. I actually am a graduate of Concord. I was here from 2003 to 2007. I have a business degree with accounting and finance. I was also a Bonner Scholar here at Concord. Please come to us. We want you in our county. We will do everything we can to help get you to our county. But as a CTR, you are paid 65% of a full-time teacher. In Summers County, we do not offer any extras. Other counties may have extra or excess levies that they are able to give you a supplement on top of the state salary. We set you up so you're paid all year long, even though you're not working during the summer. As a CTR, you are eligible for health insurance through PEIA through the state of West Virginia. You are eligible for basic life insurance. All counties in the state of West Virginia offer you a $10,000 basic life insurance policy that is no cost to you all. The county boards take care of that. Now you do have options for other life insurance, and at a young age, it's pretty cheap. We offer vision and dental, and after you become a full-time teacher, you do get to be in the teacher's retirement system, but as a CTR, you are not offered that benefit. Okay, so that would not be coming out. Our kids need you all. So if you think you're interested in Summers County, please reach out to one of us. On the front of your folder, there's the special ed director, our curriculum directors, Mr. Warville, Mr. Metter, myself. Please, we would love to have you in Summers County.
They did a great job in Summers County. Dr. Dean just said, how far is Summers County? Pipestem is in Summers County.
Yeah.
Pipestem Park. So right at that point, that's where you enter Summers County. You have 3 elementary schools, Jumping Branch, Talcott, and Hinton area, and then you have 1 middle school, high school. You could be there 30 minutes, and Savannah just said Hinton area is
Encourage you, every one of you, I've taught most of you, please apply. Summers County has always been good to us, and I've always had very good results with the CTRs that have been there. So we appreciate all that you all do for us. But guys, go ahead and apply. It's a wonderful place to be, and they're not kidding. It's beautiful over there.
Yes. It's a great county. It's where you want to go. And guys, who would not want to work for this team?
Yeah.
Approachable.
They're good.
I mean, he's the superintendent. He's here, he's talking to you, he's easy to talk to.
Yep.
I mean, the whole team, all of them. It's not like they're, in some ivory tower and you can't approach them. What a great relationship you would have with the leadership of that county. So it would be worth the drive, I'm just saying.